The cell theory, breaking the spiritual chains of mental colonization and returning to Miyat. Thanks so much for being here with me today. Good morning, good evening, children of the Most High, Jesus Christ, Yahshua. Ya, bonjour, buenos dias, guten morgen, habari za sabuhi, zauhan, wulajingi jing, ohio, assalamu alaikum, shalom, and wherever else you are in this world. And that's Proverbs 23:7. So let's go to our first phase of this spiritual message. This is going to be another spiritual deep dive, y'all. This one is called the spiritual code. So what was she speaking about when it came to the cell theory? Now, I already did a spiritual message in regarding to the cell theory, identity amnesia. There's so many different interpretations I gather from this, but in this portion, I'm going to be speaking to the cell theory, not just when it comes to biology alone, but about the body of the soul. Within this song, she said one of the lyrics was, they cloned our thought before they cloned our flesh. So she was revealing that mental colonization begins not with chains on our wrists, but chains in our cells. You are not a victim of your biology. I don't care what happened in your bloodline. You have the ability to be the new architect of your biochemistry. So let's move to our second phase, which is regarding the science of spirit. Now we're going to get a little bit into the epigenetics and spiritual reprogramming, because decolonization is needed. If we literally went through hundreds of years, honestly, it could even be summed up to thousands of years of, oppression, trauma. A lot of that residue still stands, because if you think about it, even if a soldier was to go off to war, when a soldier comes back, and their tour may be for a few months, maybe a few years even, and many of them, when they come back, they have to literally go through a process of deprogramming. They have to go through a process of healing through therapy. Some, they're too far gone and they've seen some things. So if you really think about the fact that a lot of our ancestors, our foremothers and forefathers, they went through some very traumatic things, and these things have been passed down and have genetic markers within our DNA. We were not debriefed. We didn't get therapy. We just had to thug it out. We had to be strong. We had to survive. And so, although many of us have been fortunate enough to have family of origins that, managed to kind of stay together, managed to kind of keep it together, there still was a lot of the genetic imprintation of trauma, of oppression that lingers within our bloodlines. And it's not until the ones that come into this earthly existence and actually feel and actually do not turn a blind eye to the oppression that still lingers within our family of origins, our family systems, that we can actually course correct, that we can actually heal. And so you chosen one. You're